Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. My name is Isabella, but you can call me Bella. Sorry if my camera is a little shaky. I'm kind of using my iPhone. This is going to be a raw video because I don't feel like writing down a script today. I might do that another day or later. Basically, today I'm just going to be honest. So here's a little about me. So I suffer heavily from mental illness. I have severe bipolar 1 disorder. I suffer from generalized anxiety disorder, and I have borderline anorexia. I know I don't exactly look like it, but I do. Basically, to give you a brief overview of my mental illnesses, bipolar 1 disorder, it's considered a mood disorder, but it's a chemical imbalance within your brain, so it's kind of more like a brain disorder, to be honest. It's where your moods fluctuate up and down, so you feel the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. It's more common for a bipolar person to feel like a depression episode than to feel a mania episode. For me personally, I tend to stick within the depression episodes. They are very drug resistant, which was determined by my nurse practitioner. Yes, I do have to take medication for it, I'll be honest. I do have to take medication for it. Sadly enough. But it's only to try and stabilize my moods. We're not on the right medication, so I still have my mood swings. I still go up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's so debilitating for me. And a lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand how a mood disorder can be debilitating. But that's the problem. Anything can be debilitating. I mean, have you ever felt so depressed that it's physical? You can't move. You can't walk. You can't think. You can't do anything. And, I mean, let alone live. You can't. It doesn't mean you're suicidal. You can't get out of bed. You can't do anything. You want to. You want to go out and have fun with friends and family and all that, but you just can't. You're in so much pain. And it's so physically exhausting to fight that pain every day, day by day. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That, for me, is how a depressive episode goes. They're awful. If I'm being honest, they are. They really are. And they can last months at a time. For me, a month, 2 months. And then I'll have a mania episode, which is a little bit better. If you ask most bipolar people, they will tell you that they love a manic episode. Why? Well, no, we're not. Maybe some people are. We're not like this. I guess there's a stereotype that when you're manic, you're like this pixie girl kind of, or whatever. My experience, no. That's not what it's like. Actually, no, I feel great. When I'm manic, I feel invincible. Like, quite literally, I think that I'm invincible, which can actually be very dangerous. So, mania can be very dangerous. So it's not as awesome as it's cracked up to be. Like, when I am in a manic episode, I think it's awesome to, like, drive recklessly. It's not really my fault. I mean, it is, but it isn't. See, I have it in my head that I am invincible, so, and I'm, like, the best driver in the world and all that, so I don't think like I normally would. I don't, instead of taking the curve more cautiously, I'll zoom, and it'll be bad. I take it too sharp. I'm just not in my right mind, which is also what happens in a depressive episode. Not the reckless driving, I'm just not in my right mind. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's really hard, and it's hard to explain too. Let's see, another part of mania is having a lot of energy. Like, I can get so much done. But part of it, though, sometimes I don't get anything done because I'm trying to do 50 things at one time. My mind is completely racing. Like, all of my thoughts racing. I'm here, there, everywhere. It's hard to explain, but that's me. At the same time, if I had to pick one, which one I would like better, it would probably be mania. Although my manias are not as cracked up as it sounds. It's really not. I mean, for me, I also have mixed emotions. So when I'm manic, I'll have all these extreme highs. I'll be in elevated mood. I mean, I'll be bouncing off the roof with energy. I'll be the happiest person in the world, but at the same time, I might be feeling like I want to cry for no reason. Not happy tears, sad tears. Or I'm happy as hell, but I still feel like I still feel like inside my insides are tearing apart with all this depression. I don't know. That's just mine. Now, I'm not saying that that's everybody else's symptoms. That's just my symptoms. And it's debilitating. And what's really debilitating is I've learned that this is a bipolar trait. Not maybe of everybody, but of some people, of the people I've met, including myself, that we have this trait where we mask everything that we feel. So basically, I mean, when someone says they're bipolar, sometimes you're like, yeah, you are. But sometimes, like with me, a lot of people are like, really? You're bipolar? What? I'm like, yeah, I'm severely bipolar. Severely bipolar. And it's drug resistant, which means that my medication doesn't really work. I'm actually having to go into an intensive outpatient treatment center because my bipolar disorder is so drug resistant. My nurse practitioner doesn't know what to do for me anymore. That's sad, but that's the reality of bipolar disorder. So I guess enough on bipolar disorder. I can fill you in later on more about it when I can sit down, write a script, and really think about what I want to tell you about that. But enough of that. So next would be generalized anxiety disorder. So for anyone who does or doesn't have it, basically it can cause a multitude of symptoms. Racing thoughts, insomnia, panic attacks, rashes. Some people get rashes and hives. And just it can cause exhaustion too. Yeah. And then of course the obvious, anxiety. Causes anxiety. So for me, it's kept me from doing things. Like, instead, because I have social anxiety as well, if I'm out to eat, I have a problem going up and asking for something. Sometimes I won't do it. I'll just avoid it. Like, if I want a packet of mayo or ketchup, I just won't go eat it. I'll just suffer. Which, obviously isn't much to suffer, but sometimes, I really want that mayonnaise with my freaking french fries. But, I don't get it. I just decide not to do it. Which is kind of sad, because I just don't want to go talk to people. I'm afraid to talk to people. And a lot of people say, just do it. Just get over your fears, or as my little sister likes to say, you're 21. Why can't you go do it? Well, Yeah, I'm 21, but I have severe anxieties. It's a battle. It's really hard to battle that. My mind's telling me, no. But at the same time, I almost feel really ridiculous because I am 21 and I'm just like, why can't I go ask for a packet of mayo? And it actually it really upsets me. It makes me want to cry sometimes. I don't know. Because it's sad. I don't think anybody should have to live with that, but people do. It's actually more of a common disorder. I feel like people need to understand it a little more. So I might make, if you all want, I might make a episode, or not an episode, videos on each of those disorders, talking about them, and that'll help. That might help you understand, and I'll talk about how the disorders plague me personally, and that also might help, or not. Sometimes you just gotta research things yourself, and hopefully that'll give you a at least a broad understanding. But if you really deep research, you might actually find some things that'll really help you understand. So yeah, there's that. And then the borderline anorexia. A lot of people have a really hard time. Well, some people do have a hard time seeing that with me because I am overweight. The stereotype with an eating disorder is that you're skinny as can get, you're like, you can see your bones. And yeah, that's an eating disorder. But at the same time, there are people who don't get that symptom. Instead, I can go days, weeks, or actually my longest was 2 months without eating, and I didn't lose any weight. None. I barely lost an inch of weight. Nothing noticeable, nothing at all. And that's the way my body's been for years, because I've been battling my anorexia for years. It's borderline because I'll go periods without eating at all. But at the same time, I'll eat very small portions, like small portions of meals. And on good days, when I'm good, I'll even snack throughout the day. Some days it's just hard just to even eat one meal. And sometimes that's all I'll eat is one tiny meal. So that's what makes me borderline, is that, and even my meals, they're nothing compared to what an average 21-year-old would be eating. Everybody else is eating this much, and I am eating that much. And it's just how I am, I don't even know when the eating disorder started, really. I think it started with a competition between an ex-best friend of mine and me. It was who could go the longest without eating, which is sad. But we found it fun at the time, but unfortunately it kicked up my eating disorder, and I've had it ever since. I've had this problem ever since. So anyway, enough of that. So now you know the broad general overview of what I am dealing with. So I have drug-resistant severe bipolar disorder. My therapist actually says it's very complex. And I have generalized anxiety disorder and borderline anorexia. Awesome. Not really, but okay. I try to deal with them. But the reason why today's a raw video, even though this is like my first video on my channel that y'all will be seeing, is because I want you to see what I'm going through right now. I'm very depressed right now. Now, bipolar people tend to have a mask. That's the trait that I was talking about. We mask our feelings. So here I am. This is what I look like right now. So I might look a little depressed to you. I might not look depressed at all. I might look calm. I don't know. You can, if y'all want to comment, tell me what y'all think that I look like right now, my emotions. Feel free to do that, you know. But in reality, I feel like I want to cry. I'm really depressed. I have absolutely no energy. I want to go out and do some things, you know, because I don't have any plans for the day. I need to go get my TB tested. I mean, I got the test done 2 days ago on Tuesday. But I have to get it checked between 2 p.m. today or before 2 p.m. on Friday. But I'm just really not, I don't even want to drive. I don't want to drive. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. And it's not even just that I don't want to. I have no energy. I have no energy. I have no will, no nothing. It's like gone for the day. And it just feels like I'm slowly losing it. Like, I don't know how to explain that. I'm just getting very disinterested in life. And, I mean, I don't know, it just really sucks. And I'm just feeling really, really, really depressed. And so that's why I just decided to make this video raw. Because I just wanted you to know. I figured maybe if I film some of the things that I'm going through, maybe you'll understand. Maybe it'll bring more of an understanding to people. Just because I don't look like I'm dying outside doesn't mean that I don't actually feel that way. Just because I smile doesn't mean I don't feel like I want to cry. I mean, people feel like that every day. But when it comes to other people, they don't understand that other people feel that way too. And people with bipolar disorder, we are very good, very, very, very good at hiding our feelings. Next question would probably be why? Why do you do that? Me personally, and from what I've heard other people, their reasonings, is that you don't want to hurt the people that you're around. You don't want them to see all that extreme pain. So you fake it till you make it, kind of thing. Or, well, you don't get to make it, really. Because you're still going to feel all of your feelings. In the end, you're still going to have to deal with the crash at the end of the day because it took so much energy to pretend. And that's what a lot of this is. Every day, 24/7, is pretending. Pretend to be happy. Pretend to not be anxious. Just lots of pretending. And it's exhausting. And you really have no idea. It's so exhausting. So, let's just say, at the end of the day, you crash. And I've been struggling bad with my mental illnesses past couple of months. It's been really bad for me. That's why I'm in IOP, or intensive outpatient. But I'm doing what I'm trying to do what I can. Anyway, just kind of wanted to get this on camera. I've been wanting to film my first video for a while, and so yeah, this is what I've got. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, or I don't know. If you have any suggestions that you would like me to make, like for videos or whatever, or talk about, please leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. This is Bella. Peace out.